Right, today we're up in near Cornhill on Tweed, and I've come up to have a look at Twizel Bridge and Twizel Castle. So Twizel Bridge is just along here, and it's regarded as one of the country's finest medieval bridges of spectacular height spanning the River Till. Its arch is 27 metres, 90 feet, and reinforced by timber-clad ribs, and from its completion in 1511 until 1727 was the largest single-span arch in Britain. The bridge has got some connection to the Battle of Flodden, and during the Flodden campaign of August and September 1513, the bridge was used by parts of the English and Scottish armies to cross the Till. King James IV of Scotland held his last parliament at Twizel to the north of the bridge, and his forces would have used the bridge to move east and west along the southern shore of the River Tweed. On the morning of the battle, 9th of September 1513, the English army's vanguard, about 10,000 men and cannon, crossed the bridge heading west to outflank the Scottish army on Flodden Hill. Their commander, Thomas Howard, the Lord Admiral, then moved south and reformed his force with the rear guard of the army, commanded by Howard's father, the Earl of Surrey, who crossed the Till 2 miles south of Twizel by the ford at New Heaton. That must be Tilmouth Park House. Let's go down and get a picture of the side of the bridge. So the road must have come across the bridge sometime, continued across this road and up through this Tilmouth Park land. And how many soldiers actually stood here. Must have been a tight squeeze to fit 10,000 men across this bridge, because it only looks about 12 feet wide, 15 feet wide. The herring gull down there, just see him sitting on that branch. So we're going to make our way up the hill to Twizel Castle.
That's the steep one, is to the castle, Joe.
Right.
We have to climb this steep slope.
Well, at least it's nice and cool in here. Right, it is a steep slope. Couldn't have picked a better day for it. Absolutely blue skies and not as hot as yesterday. And I'm presuming that a bit of Twizel Castle sticking out. Twizel Castle, often spelled Twizel, is a fascinating partly ruined Gothic revival structure and folly located in Northumberland, England, overlooking the River Till. It began as a 15th century medieval tower house before a grand 18th century rebuilding project left it as an expansive, never completed ruin. The fortified tower house was built on the site in the early 15th century by the Heron family. It was heavily damaged and subsequently abandoned in 1496 after an attack by the Scottish army commanded by James IV. The site is deeply tied to the infamous Battle of Flodden in 1513. Just below the castle sits the medieval Twizel Bridge, which we've just been to, built in 1511, which both English and Scottish armies are believed to have used during the campaign. In 1685 the estate was purchased by Sir Francis Blake. Around 1770 one of his descendants, also named Sir Francis Blake, enlisted architect James Nesbitt to transform the castle into a massive 5-storey Gothic revival mansion. The unfinished folly construction dragged on for almost 50 years and the ambitious mansion was never fully completed. In 1882 the Blake family moved to a newly built mansion at Tilmouth Park. To save on materials he took away lots of the stone from this construction. Magnificent windows. There's a few ghosts about here for night time. Fireplace. This is a big room, isn't it? There's fireplaces here, so it was a fireplace here.
Surprised by the size of the windows.
Huge, aren't they?
Very difficult to defend.
Let's take the fire.
Yeah, judging by the size, he's took an awful lot of stone away, didn't he? Must have been magnificent when it was fully built. All the different shapes and the circular towers. Yeah. So we're on our way to the Twizel Viaduct now. We've just left the castle and we're just walking down this road to find the railway line that adjoins the viaduct, and just seen this house covered in ivy. How pretty is that? And this looks as though it's the start of the viaduct. Well, it's quite a wide viaduct for one train. Must have had something to do with the stability when they built it. This must be also spanning the River Till. Be nice to get a picture of the arches.
Tweed or the Till?
Do you think that's an old church?
Chapel.
Chapel? This must flow into the Tweed.